All right. So David just wants to go ahead and go.
Sure, I'll be there in a sec.
Cool. Previously, in Caravan, a lot of shit went down to say the least. You, under the knowledge and information and guidance of such information that the Order of Suns was going to attack the Mosque of the Order of Agriculture, you began a stakeout, readying yourself for the ensuing onslaught, creating a number of traps for any cultist that would wish to approach, stopping a single cultist from drawing an explosive glyph on the side of this gorgeous mosque. And eventually, through your preparation and effort, a lot of your plans came into fruition as the cultists did attack your traps, doing quite well, I would say, and allowing you to get a bit of an edge against the opponents as they came in. Some mounted, others not, some human, others elemental and fire newt in nature. As this combat raged on, it was fairly easy for the beginning of it as you took careful risks and began the systematic slaughter of these entities who would dare do such a crime. But in this ensuing chaos, one of your own was taken by this threat, as Taiba was slain by one of the striding mounts that these people, these cultists, these individuals came in and used to ride on and attack with. As Taiba's death occurred, Gauntlet took her body to the Order of Death after combat ended, and was informed of a single method to resurrect her. As beneath Lake Cerulean sits a solitary blue diamond, which might hold the key to her resurrection. So, as we make our way back towards the party manor, you guys have slept and gone through your morning routine, readying yourself for the task ahead of finding a way to get Taiba back. So, we return into the manor, where you sit at the dining room. Your employees, if I got the word, around you. Kachado wetting some stones. Mura kind of staring blindly into a corner and just kind of muttering to herself. And Gorbert very jovially coming in and bringing plates of rice and curry and a number of different other cuisines. You have peppers and maize and what have you, chicken and goat. Very fine caravan lunch as you are finally back in your party manor. So, the three of you that are present, which is Ravager and Gauntlet and Guy, go ahead and discuss your plans.
Yeah, about plans.
Yeah.
Those don't exist. What are we thinking here? How are we gonna acquire do we have a boat already?
A what?
Yeah, seeking to make
Like
a boat.
We have a boat. You can
Well,
make a
we
boat?
guess-
Is that what you
You
said?
could make a boat.
Yeah.
I assume it wouldn't be too hard.
That sounds like a whole lot of work for something we can easily afford.
Yeah, that's true.
I suppose.
Wasn't the whole point of this we can get out as fast as possible?
I
That
suppose
is
we
also
could.
true.
I mean, there's gotta be... we gotta get a durable one, too, because, there's gotta be a reason they haven't gotten this diamond yet. Otherwise, they just have it on hand in case somebody dies. So...
Mhm.
You also investing in something that would assure that we don't drown while we try to get it would be nice.
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of practice holding my breath, so I think I'm relatively good on that one.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
This is different, Ravager, and this is sinking towards the bottom of a lake.
No, I mean, yeah, we can just swim up, right?
I can't swim up, I don't think.
I mean, you swam before, I think.
Aiden, can I swim? I'm like 400 pounds.
You're buoyant. I mean, being
Oh,
an
really?
elephant man, you're mostly fat. Your
Yeah,
fat
it's
content's higher than most, so, you're pretty buoyant, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like to plan.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we buy a decently sized boat, and we buy some big metal plates, and we nail it onto the front so that whatever we ram into doesn't break the ship.
Gauntlet, as you guys are talking, you with a quite high passive perception kind of glance a little bit of movement out of the corner of your eye near the foot of the staircase that leads upward onto the second floor. And you see just a blur of movement, just kind of going up the stairs.
Hmm. Were we expecting any visitors?
No.
Actually, yeah, I have a guy who's supposed to be coming, but I don't know where he's been actually.
He hasn't entered the house recently.
No, I don't think so. Plus, you would probably know of his presence if he were here.
Why?
I'm gonna go check on something. I'm gonna get up and kind of look at what ran past.
All right, yeah. You make your way towards the side of the stairs. The newly put in metal hand railing kind of greeting you as you enter the space. And you see kind of coiled near the top of this staircase a single snake, just a copperhead snake, just this kind of dull brown colored patterned serpent, just kind of glancing at you, sticking its tongue out occasionally. And you watch as you see it, it begins kind of sliding away around a handrail and just kind of begins wrapping its way across the side of this handrail towards another room.
I think we may have a pest problem going on.
Just kill it with your bare hands.
Just take it outside, don't kill it.
I mean, you know, it's just dangerous to be holding a snake the entire time you're bringing it outside. Just
I'll try to get it out. I'm gonna follow the snake.
All right, yeah. So as it reaches the end of this area, you kind of get it slightly cornered. Go ahead and make an animal handling check, like you're just trying to pick it up.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, animal handling.
Okay.
That's a gorgeous snake too, like this very fine-looking copper-colored scaling that has this strange sort of almost angular pattern to the side of it. And with that check, you pick up the snake and hold it, and it kind of tenses at first. And you're like, oh shit, it's gonna lunge at me. And you do see two very sharp, protruding fangs as it kind of rolls back and hisses. But eventually, you kind of using a little bit of softer movement, begin to calm the snake down. And it begins kind of coiling around your arm and just kind of looks at you.
I'm gonna walk outside and just throw it out.
All right, yeah. So as you go to open the door, the second you place your hand on the door, there's a knock at it.
Open.
is this your friend guy?
Maybe.
As you open the door, you see a different creature you have not seen before of demonic blood and blue skin. If Vic, you'd like to describe your temporary character.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so he's like this. He looks kind of young, but also he has some baggy eyes. He's like this blue tiefling dude. He has some tan robes on and a red scarf thingy, I guess.
Out of curiosity, is there a full body version of that art?
No, because I was
Okay.
lazy and drew it right before the session.
That's fine. I was just wondering if we could get some perspective, but that's okay.
Looks damn good for being rushed.
It does look good.
Yeah.
I do have the picture. I still the full bust, but that's really it. I'll send that in chat. So
Sweet. Yeah. And you have, if I recall, tattoos across your body, yeah?
one
remember
on.
rightly.
Well, I don't know if we did anything, but I was thinking one maybe on the arm, but that's about it.
Okay.
So, guy, is this your guy?
Hey, Brave!
Huh? My name is not Brave, but I was looking.
Oh.
You look quite similar to the people I saw at that temple, was it? Where all the fire was getting thrown. You know.
Yes, we were there. And
You a bounty hunter or something?
Not quite a bounty hunter, you see. If I may come in. Also, you
Sure.
can give me the snake. Ruby, come here, Ruby. And the snake.
Yeah. I mean, the snake, you can summon it to a place. You can poof it out
Oh,
and
yeah,
poof it back on
I
your body.
forgot.
So it
Yeah.
just vanishes and reappears around this blue tiefling's shoulders.
Hey, what the hell's going on? Are you extorting us? How do you know where we live?
The snakes they can track. Also, Well, yeah, I sent the snake after the whole incident. You see, I wasn't that one to fight. That was kind of boring, so I just left and figured I'd find you later in the day.
The fight at the church was boring.
Uh, yeah,
Hmm.
not one for violence. Takes too much time.
Okay. Well, well, obviously, since you're a man of haste and great importance, what are you doing here? Get to the point.
Uh, you see, I came here from the Ember Spirit to find the hilt of Gale Hollow. However, it seems like it's already been found. I'm interested in elementals and things of the like, and when I saw you fighting a bunch of those, I was interested in the scenario. I'm not sure if that's the type of thing that you guys tend to do, but if you're planning on fighting more of those, I would like to come along.
Thought you weren't one for violence.
I'm not, but I'm one for study. And if it helps me with my studies, then I'd like to come along and observe.
What exactly are you studying? Because the Gale Hollow situation is kind of underway.
Uh, so I work for the Amber Spirit for money. However, I'm trying to find a rare, um, amulet. Would it be that help? Amulet of plane walking.
Mhm.
And if I cannot find that, I would at least like to learn about elementals in itself, because that could help me learn about different planes of existence.
All right, but we don't trust easy, so you're gonna have to
Hmm.
maybe put through the ringer a bit.
What, are you asking for a fight?
Oh shit!
No, 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 no.
No.
No, Ravager, this is your
no.
specialty.
Oh my
Listen,
No,
god!
no, 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 no.
I don't feel like we've already killed somebody in this house before. I just don't want to
I
accidentally
just
have.
told you bloodied.
There has been enough death for this week.
I agree with my boy over here. Now, first thing first, do you have any money?
Wait, fuck. Let me actually look at my. Oh yeah, I have like.
You have like a couple
Yeah, I
hundred.
got donated. Yes, I do. What about it?
Okay, we are going to be venturing into Lake Cerulean. Think that's where we're going? Kinda like-
Yes.
All right, we're going there to find an artifact that can bring back somebody who was lost in the battle that you were witnessing. And we need to purchase a vessel. And if you'd be willing to chip in a little bit, I'm sure we could work something out.
You're trying to find an item, was it? What kind of item?
I kind of gauntlet
It
nose.
is a nice, very, very, very pretty diamond that will help with some sort of ritual that will bring back the dead.
Well, I have no care exactly for my money. I also can provide services that could help you, say, locate the object, as I am a man of magic.
Ah, that's perfect. I've been waiting for one of you fucks to come around ever since we lost that guy. My guy.
Oh boy.
Anyway, we don't need to get into that. We don't need to get into that. Although that whole group is at this point kind of in the past. It's all torn apart.
What are you trying to say, Ravager? And I'm kind of like glow my conduit.
What do you mean?
What? What do you mean?
Saying everybody who was a part of my old group kind of left me behind or was murdered.
Alright, just don't downplay my magic ever again, man.
Hey, listen.
Wouldn't
I'm not
advise it.
saying anything about the new group. You guys have gotten we've gotten everything together. Look at where we're living right now. Doing well for ourselves. And more importantly, let's head down to the dock. Maybe we can rent out a ship or some shit.
Yes.
All right. Making our way towards Lake Cerulean then.
Yeah.
All right. Locking up the door to your very pleasant manor, which has been refurbished and entirely furnished at this point in time, as a number of days have passed. The kind of sun begins to beat down on you. The heat of Caravan burning into your skin once more as you make your way northward towards Lake Cerulean. The glittering blue waters appear before you as you exit through the gate leading north of the District of Dust. And your pass through the city was unmolested. No wanted posters, no guards shaking you down, nothing of the sort. It seems that with the ensuing chaos and the good word of the man of the clergy and cloth, some of your past wrongdoings have been expunged, shall we say, in the public eye. But making your way northward, you make your way to a very familiar portion of the beach, where just probably only a couple weeks ago, maybe a month, you had slain a sea hag here with the previous members of your group. Nearby, as was discussed then, is a basic dock that was in the middle of being construction, now almost finished. You see a number of smaller rowboats and tugboats around the area. Nothing of seafaring caliber, no galleons or man-o'-wars or anything like that, but, you know, it's a lake. You can't really expect anything of that prestige. You do see a couple of repurposed sand skimmers. These sailing vessels composed of a very, very, very lightweight wood that are normally used to transverse over the desert sands, refurbished for sea use and water use. A number of those kind of sailing boats there as well.
Sometimes I wonder how that shit doesn't break on like the dunes or something, slamming into the sand and everything. The shitty wood.
It is strange.
Well, anyways,
Boat shop.
what? Yeah, we need to find a dockhand or something that can give us like some really sturdy boat.
Hmm.
Alright, you gonna look for someone?
Yeah, we're gonna look for a dockhand person.
Yeah.
Alright, Ravagern's helming that, so you can go ahead and make an investigation check. Or a perception check.
Okay.
It's nothing very easy.
Percebich.
Persebus. 17. You look around and you see a number of individuals kind of, you know, still maintaining the repair and asking around. You are pointed to a dockhand of sorts. A younger lad, but still built and beefy. Human guy, dark skin. These kind of dreads that go back across the length of his head. And he reeks of sweat and just effort and physical work and such. He's a working man. And you can see he's currently kind of banging a nail into a piece of wood, kind of getting this docks into more order. And he looks over his shoulder and says, is there something I can do for you?
It's Captain.
Do you offer boat rental?
Yes, of course. Kind of like stops what he's doing and places his hammer down into his little holster. And he looks at you all. Sure, what kind of a vessel are you looking for?
Your sturdiest. Something that can take a beating. Gonna be going into uncharted territory.
Kind of looks at you. If you want the sturdiest vessel that we got, that is going to cost you a pretty penny. And how long do you wish to have this vessel for, if you're wishing to rent it?
I'm gonna turn that one towards my financial manager, and I look the guy.
Oh yes. We only need this boat for one night.
A night? Okay.
Well, what if we don't find it during that night?
We'll find it.
Well, okay, let's get it for like a day and a half. We might
don't
get
do
lost
half
out there.
days. We could do 2 days if you wish.
Sure.
Alright. Come with me. We have a couple options. We have a sturdy rowboat, but we also have a sailing vessel if that is more your speed.
Sailing vessel might be the way to go.
Okay.
Yes.
We should go with that. And he kind of walks over to this boat, and you can see it's a fairly nice little small sailing ship. It's a small, emphasis on the small, with a triangular sail. It has a kind of like bowed-in interior. It's a very, very small boat with a wooden rudder that's handheld on the back. And he says, this is repurposed from a number of sand pirates that recently encountered a Brasgard troop and were unlucky enough to do so. So we were able to repurpose these for aquatic travel. If you wish to have these for 2 days, let's put it at, shall we say, 50 gold pieces.
Gadzooks. What the hell? Alright, well, sits around in his inventory. I have 7 copper. How about you guys? I turn to the party.
I'll just straight up pay the 50 gold. I got the money.
Thank you. Good sir. And go pocket it. Go ahead and mark the 50 gold off. This beaut is all yours. I'm assuming you know how to sail, yeah? You better learn quick, then.
Well, I'll figure it out.
I'm sure you will. Good luck. If you break it, you buy it. So be careful.
How much would it cost for you to man this ship for us?
A ship like that made out of sailwood?
No, like wait. He's asking for you to drive it.
Oh, for me to. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of like looks at his work. Hey boys, what would you say if I left for a couple of days? And you hear a number of groans from his workers. We'll say another 30 gold.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if we want to get this guy killed.
Killed for
I mean, like,
what?
I'm just like that diamond. Why don't they have it yet? They could have just gone out to see like any of the church members, like bought a rowboat, gone out there, gotten it, come back, had it on their hands in case somebody died. That's all I'm saying is, why have they been so scared about it? You know, whenever somebody's a coward about something, it's gonna be dangerous.
Or perhaps they're just not the sailing type.
Perhaps, yes. I think it has to do with people not being worthy of the diamond, perhaps. I haven't told you this, Ravager, but I recently had a vision of this very lake with the King of Wrought Iron.
King of what now?
King of
Arketh,
Iron.
actually, go ahead and make a history check.
Who?
Arketh, go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, me? Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to, like, oh my, I'm not used to it, sorry.
Totally fine.
History.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
being
what
an
is
academic
history?
of sorts.
Am I an idiot? Oh, there's history.
Your brain is quite large.
Wow.
The
jeez.
King of Wrought Iron, as you're kind of like listening silently and kind of looking over your new traveling compatriots, you think for a moment and your conduit kind of glows as you focus the power of your conduit into your brain and kind of enhance your own mental ability. King of Wrought Iron. There are tales of the Fae that have reached the material plane, and you're familiar with the Feywild as another plane of existence heavily intertwined with this world and the world of the Shadowfell, the whole shebang. The Feywild being a place of eternal twilight, and a place where the Fae congregate, beings of trickery and deceit. Some cruel, those of the Unseelie court, some a little bit more playful in the methods, some of the Seelie court. The King of Wrought Iron, while not a high-ranking member of either of these courts, is certainly a name that resonates with the Unseelie variant. His names, you remember, are written down in tomes occasionally. The King of Wrought Iron being kind of a moniker of his true name, the true name of which you are just shy of reaching the DC for.
Wait, so is he part of the bad ones or the good ones?
He is part of the Unseelie court, which is generally associated with Archfey, who are a little bit more cruel. He is of such ilk. There are records of him kind of enjoying the idea of bending mortals to his will, and watching them do things for him. Not necessarily even hurting them, just persuading them to do things in a way that might not be in their own interest. But there is always kind of a give and take. These mortals were given powers beyond their wildest imaginations, but he was also given something in return.
Have you met him in a dream, you say?
Yes.
I hope you know, he likes to ask mortals to do favors for him, but maybe you're in.
Oh, sounds interesting. Guy's got a little lover boy on the other side.
No.
Hold on.
Well,
He's a powerful man.
Vel, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you got a workshop in the back.
Oh, there is a workshop going on in the background.
It's
Someone's cutting wood.
do you mind going on to push to talk or something? It's a little
I didn't know you guys could hear it. It's my bad.
No, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Or just like adjust your volume sensitivity or what have you. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Bad DM interrupting the role play.
Sorry,
What?
it was
my immersion.
it was a little distracting, so I was like, there's someone getting carved up outside. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, true.
Alright, anyways, apologies.
This works.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. As I was saying,
Apologies.
guy's got a little lover boy on the other side, doesn't he?
Calm down. He's powerful. He's a powerful man, Ravager.
Oh, I'm sure you like that. All right,
So,
funny man.
But yeah, yes, I think this diamond has something to do with him. And I think it's more of a negotiatory thing.
The
Okay.
speaker will provide us mental fortitude, I'm sure of it.
Well, if my right-hand money man is so confident, I think it's worth hiring this man out.
Well,
Yep.
if you're interested in my services, gents, I'm going to be off for a time. And you hear, ugh, fuck you, from a number of his workers. They love me.
To
Yes.
work on some employee loyalty there.
Yeah, perhaps, but they get paid way too much already. Yes, 30 gold pieces though, in addition to the 50.
Yeah, I'll spot that.
Appreciate it. And you'll mark, go ahead and mark off your 30. So, where do you need to go?
The middle of Lake Cerulean.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. That's about 100 miles off of shore.
Well,
Yes.
how long does it take to get there?
If we were just to travel and the wind were to be good, yeah, I'd say 2 straight days of travel to get there. Yes.
Okay, so we should actually run it out for another day is probably what you're saying.
Perhaps, but if I'm on the boat, we can negotiate that as we go.
Ah, good point.
How far away did you say the center of Lake Cerulean was?
100 miles or so, maybe more.
I think it'll be fine. What is your name? Holy man. I'm gonna look toward Gauntlet.
He's been consumed by the workshop.
Oh, fuck, I forgot I was pushed to talk. Gauntlet.
Yes, Gauntlet. Could you tell me about this item? It's a diamond. Am I correct?
Yes.
Can I try using locate object on that?
Sure, yeah. You kind of like, your conduit glows and you force your mental fortitude outward. The object does have to be within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion in the other direction of it, so as you kind of expend this energy, it's certainly out of reach, but you can locate it now that you have a description.
Okay, so it's not within 1,000 feet.
No.
Oh shit.
And I suppose I should mention, Lake Cerulean gets, at its deepest, a good 2,000 or 3,000 meters deep. And if you wish to go out into the middle, that is about where you would see the deepest portions.
Do you have any netting equipment?
Net?
Yes, we're trying to attain something at the bottom.
I could get
But-
netting. I was intending on fishing as well. Yes.
We may also need rope for that. Very long rope.
I can gather some equipment. Yeah, we have. We'll just like grab a thing of rope. This is only 50 feet long, but if we get a few of these,
Yes, we need enough to get to the bottom.
Then we took the sturdiest boat.
The anchor will not go down that far, but it will be a little bit of an addition. Well, let me see how much rope I can get, and he'll just kind of go back, and eventually he'll bring out roughly 1,000 feet of rope, which is still only about a third or a sixth of what he said would reach the bottom.
How much
This
rope do I
is,
have? Oh, 50 feet.
Yeah, 1,000 feet. Like he's like bringing back like coil after coil after coil and like tying it together.
You know, something we never tried is asking the Marine for help. That would, of course, involve risking our lives. These are necessary. So, I've got a question for you boys. Who here can dive like thousands of feetsies into the water?
I feel like
I did do it.
load, but I'm not sure.
And if I may ask, he'll kind of poke a head up. What you're looking for something, but do you know where to look?
It's directly in the middle, right?
I remember if it was.
You were given like vague directions, and Guy, if you're looking for where the King of Wrought Iron was kind of sending you, that was only about 13 miles off of the Amber Spirits Island.
Remember Spirits Island?
Yeah, like a few miles north, like 10, 20, maybe 13.
Oh, you said in the middle of Lake Cerulean where the water is warm.
Did I say in the middle?
Yeah.
That was a misspeak. Where the water is warmest was definitely the point that he was supposed to be trying to get across.
Damn it. Okay, so do we have any idea about the diamond then? Is that in the middle?
The diamond was just in Lake Cerulean.
Okay.
Can I
Did the locate object work? I don't really remember.
The locate object can only find it if it's within 1,000 feet, which is not. It's not this close to shore.
One thing I could do, boys, is try to get our pal in the sewers to sort of send it up to the surface
Hmm.
while you guys are going exploring for it.
But then how will we know where it is still?
I mean, we have to do some searching, I assume. We'll have to rent the boat out for like a week at that point. Maybe even learn how to boat, so we don't have to hire this guy out for a whole week. I don't know. One thing. I could maybe he could tell me where it is. I'm not sure.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
Who are you
Still
asking?
thousands of miles of searching.
Oh, we know somebody in the underbelly. Not like a criminal, but more like a being, like a mythical creature.
Hmm.
You know, for a couple people who seem to be at first a bit infamous, you seem to know a lot of very, I don't know how to put it, high creatures.
Pretty important.
I mean,
Important.
he definitely talks like he's high, so I can see where you're coming from there. But so there's that one option. Number two is we meander around like a bunch of idiots with no way of finding it.
If I recall correctly, you said where the water was warmest?
Yes, where the water is warmest, but yes.
There is a part of the Lake Cerulean where no ship would sail, if that makes sense. The water there is noticeably warmer, because there seems to be a sort of a bubbling or boiling near that area. It causes ships to sink.
Perfect for me. I can survive that.
You think we could get some like water breathing potions or something?
Well, you know, if you want, I can. You give me some money, I could go make a quick alchemy run, come back.
How much would it cost?
Oh shit, I don't know.
We'll put it at 500 per.
Jesus. Fucking
500
Christ.
gold per?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, the rope.
Do you happen to know how to make us breathe underwater, Magic Man?
Unfortunately not, but you can certainly try yourself.
You know what? I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
I can take the heat. I'll do my best at holding my breath, and we'll give it a shot.
Hmm.
And we'll come
Sorry,
out.
what's your name? The boatman. What should we call you?
Rakash.
Rakesh.
Yeah.
Alright. Rakesh, where this water is warmest with this, bubbling.
It is far
How-
and it is a big area, but I can certainly get you there. That would take
How
a
deep
few
do you
hours.
reckon the water is?
Wow.
Not many people go down there, and most who do, they don't make it back up. And if they do, it's because they are bloated corpses, and you get the picture. If I had to guess, it's shallower than other places, but deeper than others. So maybe 500 feet at the most. At the
I
most.
think I can do 500 feet.
Fine. Yeah.
At
We
the
have
most.
enough
Average.
rope.
Everton, I reckon we go towards the Marid and ask him as like a backup plan in case we drown, to lift us back up if he can sense our presence. And
You see, the problem with that is that I think he could only shoot us up from inside that cage, right?
Kind of. So I will say, just to save time, he doesn't have infinite reach in water.
Yeah.
He has a big reach, big reach, not infinite.
Also, we have to risk our lives every time we want to talk to him.
true.
I think we've got this under wraps. I think I can dive that far and make it back up. I think I will be okay. You know, of course, you can give it a shot too. I'm just worried you'll burn up due to, you're not being hardened to the heat like my kind.
The heat. I'm fine. I'm quite powerful.
No, I mean like boiling hot temperatures.
I think I'll find some way.
Okay. I appreciate the I don't know how to say stoicness. Is that it? Now you say it? The stoicity?
Stoicism?
There you go.
Aiden,
Hmm.
This is. I don't think it works like this. But can the if you cast tiny hut, can it move, or is it to stay in one place?
If you cast it on an object that can support its size, it will move with the object.
What if you cast it on water and it just sinks?
It has to be a solid object.
What if you cast it on the boat and then take the boat away, and then it sinks?
How do you get so with that in mind? The big bubble still doesn't have a bottom, so like water would be getting in and filling the bottom of the bubble.
What if you were upside down when you cast it?
That's so smart. Yeah.
So what if you made like a bowl under you that the ship was lying on top of, so it couldn't move?
Then you would go through the bubble.
Like a submarine.
Then you would
What do you
fall.
mean?
Then you would fall through the bottom of the bubble.
No. What if you would? Okay, what if you? Okay, imagine this. Okay, you're on the boat
Okay.
and you do a handstand, and while you're doing the handstand, you cast it so the bubble goes under
Nah,
the ship.
it's not. It's not. You'd have to turn the boat upside down, one, because you have to draw the chalk on the ground, and then the circle appears from that chalk circle.
Okay, wait. What if you got like a piece of paper, or like a chalkboard, or something you could write chalk on?
Like a
Did a
piece of wood.
handstand, wrote it, or somebody held you upside down. You wrote it on the thing that was upside down, and you cast it. There's a boat under the boat, and you're still on top of the boat, so you're just on a boat that's held in place.
All that does is fill a bottle, like a fucking thing of water beneath the boat, and could very easily destabilize it.
Wait. Better idea.
Or air,
We
be a
get
pocket of air.
a plate of solid lead that immediately sinks in the water. We stand on the plate, cast tiny hut, boom, bubble sinking down.
Is the bubble centered on the object?
Honestly,
so
that's the best plan you've come up with so far.
It's like an anchor, man.
I mean, is it?
A bit of a logistic problem, though. Just listening in. If you were to, say, get a piece of lead that size, how would you intend to get it out there?
Well, I mean, anchors are dense and they can sink. They go on
There is
air.
if I recall, that area is quite large that you would need to for such a spell. That much lead would sink the ship.
Hold on a second.
Alright.
Wait.
Mm.
Okay, never mind.
But what if it's something as simple as a wooden raft, but combined with the weight of all of us, it would make the raft sink.
Wait, could you use floating disc and then put the
Wait.
tiny hut on the floating disc?
I don't. Wait, do you have Tiny Hut? Oh, Guy does. Oh.
I don't have tiny hut.
Wait, who the fuck has Tiny Hut?
Oh, I was just gonna learn it if I could buy it.
Oh.
No,
Okay, hold
never
on.
mind.
Tell me why this wouldn't work, Aiden.
Which one?
The one I put MS Paint right to the why would that not work?
Did you try?
Okay, the person who is being held upside down is the one casting.
Okay, that just creates a boat in a boat, and also
Yeah.
also the tiny
no,
hut.
no.
The
The
tiny
whole
hut
point,
isn't
the whole
attached.
point is that wait, hold on. So wait.
The
So
bottom of the
can
tiny hut needs to be on a solid object. Like it needs to be on a surface.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be on the thing that he's holding?
It has to, like, the entire circumference of the tiny hut needs to be
Oh.
touching something solid.
Never mind. Yeah, I was hoping we could hold the boat in place.
I see what you mean. That's so fucking funny.
I don't understand anything.
Neither do I.
We're trying to make a submarine with tiny huts.
What the fuck is going on?
Hold on a second. I want to know.
Okay, well we don't have a tiny
It says
hut.
immobile. Hold on.
This one just works though, man.
Above you.
The raft
Where
is
does it?
all
Where does
four
it
of our
say that,
weight.
where does it say that it has to be on something because it's immobile?
It's the way I'm gonna rule it is that like basically, well, if it's a mobile then it wouldn't work anyways. But like the way I'm ruling it is that like if you were to say like if you were to be on like a ship, like a sailing ship in the middle of the ocean, if you were to put tiny hut down, it stays anchored to the object that you've like drawn the circle on and the dome is projected from.
So if the circle is upside down on the tablet, wouldn't it still work? Why does it have to be entirely solid? Because like even if you did it while you were standing on the boat, wouldn't it still go onto the water? Like it's not affected by gravity. It's immobile.
The object is affected by gravity, and if the object moves, the dome moves with it, so the dome might as well be affected by the object's gravity.
Okay, but what if the object is held still?
Then the dome is held still.
Okay, so yeah, my plan could work if the person just stayed upside down holding the tablet.
If the tablet
Or if you
could be
really
put,
tried
if
to
the tablet was the size of the circumference of the dome.
Okay, but like, what is that necessary?
Yes.
How come?
Because it needs to be anchored to the object, and the object needs to be at least the circumference and size of the dome.
That's a gay homebrew rule.
That's totally if you draw an alchemy circle, and then the fucking dome comes out of the circumference of the circle and stays anchored to the alchemy circle. That
Where does it
drawn.
even say? Okay, where does it even say you fucking draw the circle?
We don't even have
What are the
tiny
components?
huts. This
What
is
are
so
the?
useless.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
don't even
Components-
have tiny
Well,
hut.
the only component is a small crystal bead.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's
We
not a
don't
thing that
even
you.
have tiny huts.
It's not a circle thing.
Yeah, never mind. It's just a mobile. It's just a mobile.
Okay, so yeah, it could totally work.
It just no. Then it doesn't move. It won't even move. It won't move.
The whole point is almost so that it keeps the boat in place. I'm not trying to protect the boat as it moves. I'm
fuck.
trying to anchor the boat in place.
I will say, sure, that
No,
could work,
see.
but also we don't have tiny huts, so it doesn't matter.
I just wanted to prove my point. That's all I
Okay,
wanted to
no,
do there.
no, I would say based off of the material components, sure. That is a fair interpretation of how that works. This spell is dumb.
That's very fucking exhausting mental gymnastics.
We spent 20 minutes on it. What are we doing?
All right, let's go buy a scroll of tiny hut.
Okay, just for the sake of it, I don't think you guys have enough gold.
Wait, what?
It's a third level spell. It's gonna be. Oh fuck. I think you guys need to spend like all of your.
Scrolls cost? I don't remember.
Let me check D&D Beyond. I'm gonna say it's probably pretty high because I think they're very rare. Actually, they might just be rare.
Wait,
they're
why do you
uncommon.
want to anchor the
Oh,
boat anyway?
oh shit. Okay, that's gonna be like.
It's
Okay,
just it's an alternative for getting copious amounts of rope and using an anchor. You
it's
just
gonna
turn somebody upside
cost. It's gonna cost 500 gold pieces, and you need to still spend the time and money to inscribe it into Araketh's spellbook.
No.
down. That sounds worse than me.
Okay,
Wait,
so
I just don't understand why this is a better alternative to them using an anchor.
the anchor
Okay,
doesn't
so
work out
this-
at sea. Like it doesn't work when it's that far out.
That and it's like extremely. I think maybe the rope would have trouble with how hot it is. I don't know.
Well, the anchor is made out of metal, so that likely wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, so that would probably. So if it was like, well, how far? If it's like fire, I don't know. But it would take a shitload of rope, and we'd have to fit all that rope on this tiny ass ship.
Yeah.
And it's easier to just use a tiny. Anyways, at the very least, it's a solution for later. But I feel like it's good to have the boat in one spot while you're diving, so you don't come up and the boat is like a million miles away, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm drowning." And
Move it afterwards.
But you can wade in the water. I feel like this is not that big of a problem.
Taiba's body is just rotting at the Order of Agriculture. While you guys are sitting here talking about the logistics of Tiny Hut.
You can wade in the water. It's like you won't be like miles away. You can still see the boat when you come
But
up.
is that like the water by where you're trying to go down like really like dangerous?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, potentially. Again, the exact threats are unknown.
I just felt like there was a solution that I figured out, so I had to make it known. Anyways,
In any
Tiny
case,
Hut.
do we want to go now or when are we leaving?
I
I'm
like
down
this.
for going now.
Then let us
Well-
depart.
Pseudo daughters
Well,
literally
we need
telling
to be at the place around twilight, I believe.
At Twilight?
What?
What?
Yeah. Sounds right, doesn't it?
What do you mean we have to be at the place around twilight?
I mean, this is a Twilight guy. I imagine his whole deal is Twilight, so I feel like Twilight would be a good time for this.
We could get there and then wait until Twilight if that was
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
speed.
yeah. I
Sure,
mean, we have
yeah,
to be
you
there by Twilight, yeah.
Actually, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I got something to do. I'm gonna go look for a shop that sells instruments.
I have like a harmonica.
Okay, for the sake of expediency, what do you intend to buy?
I want to buy a harmonica.
Whoa.
For the simple price of, we'll say 3 silver, you go to a merchant within the bazaar who is very, very excited about delivering you a harmonica.
Okay, I get the harmonica, then I return. All right, I'm ready to depart, sailors. My faithful crew.
Alright.
Oh no.
Yar! The pirate campaign begins. All right, so now that we're an hour into the session, you
Then,
guys,
like,
yeah, you
Hey,
guys.
the guy has dread. We recruited Captain Tool, guys.
Oh boy, Rakash, not Captain Tool, Rakash. In any case, you make your way within the ship. The small dhow is the style of ship, but smaller, with the triangular sails. Rakash begins to give a final wave to his workers who flip him the bird, and you push off from the dock and begin kind of rowing yourself out a bit as the wind begins to pick up in this valley between the mountains. Excuse me, valley in the area. Eventually, the sail is lowered, and you begin pushing your way out. And Rakash says, "No way." Who's playing a harmonica?
I'm just playing it from my phone, to be honest. This is back on me.
oh, he's so skilled he can talk and play harmonica at the same
Yeah.
time.
Let me go ahead and we'll go ahead and play this one. Sorry, just want to change the music a little bit.
Piano Man.
Piano Man. So, as just to make sure, do you want to go to the place where the water is warmest? Yeah, the bubbling and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
It will be a couple hours, but sit tight. And you guys continue to make your way onward. The sun continues to move across the sky, and eventually across the glittering waves of Lake Cerulean, you guys passing by the temple and monastery of the Amber Spirit, getting a bit closer than you have in the past. This jetting out section of rock, holding and hoisting up this large orange-themed temple, very Zentaru style, with these kind of like pointed, like a pagoda sort of structure, with a garden around it. You pass by and make your way just further and further northward. Hello, thank you for the taco. Making your way further and further northward.
You pass by a rogue Mexican.
I am wearing a poncho. That's actually pretty fitting. You continue onward. Eventually, you begin to see it. The subtle burbling and bubbling of the water beneath you. And you kind of like reach a hand down just to test the water, and it's warmer, but not scalding. It seems like it's less of boiling water and more of water beneath being displaced by something, or just air bubbles being projected upward. And Rakash kind of moves forward and stops at the edge of it, and you can see ahead of you the bubbling becomes more intense, and he says, "This is as far as we go. Any further and this boat could go sinking down below. We don't know what precisely the nature of these bubbles are, but they have a tendency to decrease the buoyancy of our ships, and, well, we've lost a few people."
Well, last time
feel
we
like this is
dove
where we
somewhere. Last time we dove down the middle of Lake Cerulean, we found a graveyard. So, not looking very hopeful.
What?
What? What? Oh, there was a hag that was eating children.
That was you?
No, well,
Yeah.
we stopped him.
My little blood up. He kind of like goes somber a little bit. Like he was excited, and then eventually, like the thought comes back to him. My little brother was taken by the same woman. Thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Try their best to stop this from happening again.
Well, at least I know I am supporting a good cause. In any case, I wish you the best of luck. If you need a little lifeline, have a rope.
Yeah, toss the rope down.
He kind of takes out the coil of rope and just kind of throws it down. It floats, being made of hemp. But if you were to pull it down,
To our bodies.
yes, sir. The rope is, we'll say, 1,500 feet long.
Jesus. I'm a little scared, honestly. I mean, wrong word. I'm tentative. That someone's gonna just grab the rope and pull the whole boat over.
Elephant Man,
Yes.
whatever your name may be. If
don't know
you're so, if you want to see your Fey boyfriend down in the lake, I could possibly make you a bit fatter if it would help you sink down a bit more.
A bit fatter? Is that what you said?
Yes.
As
By
opposed to
almost.
how fat I am already. Is this what you're saying?
Well, I could multiply that by 8 potentially with my magic.
Good lord.
I feel like floating up would be the bigger issue at hand. I don't suppose sinking down is gonna be the problem.
In fact, if you could make him less fat, that might help.
Okay.
You got a point, however, it only lasts for a minute, so by the time it's over, you would start floating up anyways.
It's a good point. Yeah, I like that idea. Do it. But not
Oh.
yet, not yet.
By the way, hold on.
Yeah.
Mage, you said you could detect the object. Is that still not a possibility?
Very true.
I can certainly try, but how deep is the water here again?
Again, if I had to guess, likely above your range if you said 1,000 feet.
Yes. I feel like it might be a waste.
Oh, shit. Okay, so the way I understand it, me and Guy are going down.
I
Yeah.
also volunteer.
Okay, that works for me. That way, if something goes wrong down there, two of us can help each other escape.
Real quick, can I like pray to the speaker to see if we're kind of in the right area?
Yeah. Can I pray to the King of Wrought Iron as well?
Gauntlet, make a religion check. Guy, Arcana.
Just want a message from the mans.
Music fucking sick as hell. Does not feel like fantasy, but it's cool as hell.
It's pretty good, right? It's Noida.
Hmm.
Okay, 1 minute. Sorry, I'm finishing a burrito.
This isn't Noida, this is Assassin's Creed, though.
Oh, is this Assassin's Creed? Fuck, I thought I was playing Noida. Alright, fair enough. So we'll start with Gauntlet. Gauntlet. You kind of clasp your hands in prayer, and you hear these whispers just kind of appear around you. No one else perceives them, but as you sit, the boat kind of rocking gently in the breeze and the moving water and the boiling water kind of creating this sort of bit of white noise, you place your mind in a calm pool and push yourself outward into the reach of the speaker's domain. You see a more tangible vision than you would otherwise, and this vision is not one brought upon by simple images but by words describing this. This is the speaker's voice. You see before you an open black field set about with dead trees held wilted and pointed towards the side. The air here is cold, very, very cold. And you look above, and you see 3 beads of light just kind of hovering about you in this space, just moving about each other. And you see a shape briefly eclipse one of the 3 stars before moving onward. And it moves again over another star, and again over another star. And you see this creature has wings and a long, narrow neck and a bird avian face with this large hooked beak at the end, as a gargantuan vulture just hovers in space above you, between you and the stars, you only seeing its shadow and silhouette. You look around, and behind you, you see a single blue diamond, just kind of held in space, large, obviously your quarry, and between, across the diamond set between you and this other figure. You see Tyva, currently laid back, stomach opened outward, and you can see the vulture kind of beginning to make its way closer. Your time is running out, but the diamond is somewhere within your reach. It's closer, but maybe not in proximity. As for Guy, you get nothing.
God damn it.
Apologies, but reaching an entity who is clearly imprisoned is not feasible.
Makes sense.
I stand up on the boat and put my hands out to each side. Always grab my hand.
Oh, okay.
Right. There was talk about you guys tying yourselves together, right?
We could do that. But first, brothers, today we risk our lives in the belief that our gang, our allegiance, is unstoppable as long as we put forth the belief and the hope that we can persevere. Today we find her 10th life in the name of the speaker.
Oh.
Together.
Yes.
Let's grab some rope.
All right. The inspiring words of Ravager and ring true throughout your ears. And Arakith, you feel like a nudge on your shoulder. And Rakash says, "Are you with these guys? These guys seem kind of crazy."
No, but they can do what they want to do. I guess it's on their own time.
I suppose. Well, as you guys are kind of getting yourself together, Rakesh says, "Good luck, and if something goes wrong, pull the rope."
Wait, before we jump, I also have an inspiring leader type of speech. But please, Ravager, let me see your hand.
Okay, I put my hand out.
See, with these bloodlines, I can see great potential within you. The cosmos shows great energy. You can see right here. See this X? That means you're very powerful, Ravager. Very clearly, I see it.
That was cut on to me by a member of the Emirate.
Oh
During
yeah.
my tribe's slaughter.
And Gauntlet, you also have an X on your hand with where the bloodlines cross. That means you are very strong. I can see it within you. As for Rakesh and Taiba, you see the
Taiba's not here.
No, as for Rakesh,
Come on,
and
guy, let's
this
be a little
blue
sensitive.
man. Yes. See the blue. See the little small blemish of acne on your foreheads. Those show great intellect within you too. I can see it within the cosmos. It's clear to me.
I'm kind of sensitive
And
about
with
that.
those words, I say we shall adventure down.
I gave everyone the temp HP.
Yeah.
You two are gonna fucking kill me.
I love how I graved this grand like war captain speech, and he's over here like fucking giving like fucking star sign readings.
Yeah, dude.
This is so fucking sick. All right.
God,
You
if
all...
I must be brutally honest, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm sorry. It was something greater beyond even the speaker. Some might say.
I trusted
It was good.
He sent.
That's good.
He sensed the blood of my ancestors.
Yes.
People of the Red Tyrant. I mean my people.
I greatly
Let's go.
appreciate your words. Let's go.
All right.
Have fun,
Can you
guys.
cast a heavy thing, Blue Man?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna cast enlarge on.
Okay.
After I jump up the boat.
Okay, I was gonna say because that's just gonna fall over.
After he jumps off.
All right. As you all begin to lower yourself into the water, the water is hot. It's not painful, but it's a little uncomfortable. Again, not scalding, just hot, and the feeling of the bubbles kind of hitting your legs and lower torso is a little strange. It's like it almost makes it feel like you're vibrating or buzzing. And Guy, as you kind of ready yourself, all of you taking deep breaths, Araketh begins drawing these runes in the air, their conduit glowing with power. As eventually, Guy, you just expand in size into an elephant-sized version of yourself, and begin to plummet and push yourself down beneath the waves. So, you guys make your way down. Let's go ahead and get this little skill challenge in order. So, given that Guy is doing this stuff, Guy, go ahead and make an athletics check at advantage.
Athletics check at advantage. And no strength. Cringe. Okay,
Holy
okay.
dick, double 18s!
Holy shit.
There's almost a wake appearing behind you as you utilize your extensive newfound weight to drag yourself down using the force of gravity to push yourself below and below as you begin to reach the bottom portions where the water would be colder in the depths and darkness of this lake. You find more heat as you continue to make your way down. Gauntlet.
I have a question though.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, go
No.
ahead.
Go
I was
ahead.
just like, so there are bubbles coming up constantly, right?
Yes, there's a barrage of bubbles just coming up.
So can we like kind of swim through those and use those to get some air, maybe? I don't know how that
That-
works. Like how big are they?
Oh, like Minecraft.
It's not quite like that. They're not huge. Like they're like, if you were to jump into a pool, the bubbles that are produced from that is kind of about the
Oh,
size. we're
okay,
looking
never
for.
mind then.
They're not like huge bubbles. Like it's a spray.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You continue your way down. Ravager.
You said Gauntlet though.
I
Okay,
did.
well,
Yeah,
alright.
Gauntlet and Ravager. So what are the two of you? I was gonna say Gauntlet and Ravager. The two of you. You can contribute to the skill test in a way that you see fit. Whoever speaks first gets the first move.
Wait.
So how do you want to get yourself down faster or kind of preserve your breath? There are methods of which you can kind of utilize to steal yourself or look around the area, scout out. You can make perception
at the
checks.
same time, though, aren't we? Though.
Yeah, you're all like arm in arm, but you can still kind of contribute to pushing yourself down.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like start swimming ahead and start pulling a gauntlet behind me.
All right.
See if I
Athletics
can
check
become
from
one
you.
of the. If I become one of the anchors. All right.
Yes, sir. Combining your forces with guys. Oh, 11.
Not good.
You kind of it's less as impactful given Guy's enhanced magically enlarged form, but you do provide a little bit of assistance, still dragging yourself down. We'll call that one a neutral success. Gauntlet. As you begin kind of making your way farther and farther down, what do you want to do? You can simply look around. You can do what you will.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a good observation of the surroundings here.
Perception
See.
check, good sir. Oh, yeah, as you kind of look about the area. Again, and now the bubbles are starting to sting your face from the speed at which you're descending. It's only been probably about a minute at this point. Or, sorry, just under a minute as Guys Enlarged, you feel, is about ready to collapse Araketh. But Gauntlet, using your perception... let me go ahead and find the description I read up as you reach the facility. It is quite high. Peering through the dark, cold waters, the dark, warm waters of the depths of Lake Cerulean, you see the silhouette of something. At first you think it's a patch of large rock, but the edges of the shadow are too angular and square, and you realize that what you look upon is a building of sorts, but strange in its construction. Though the shape is diffused through the lens of the water, you still make out individual hallways leading to different sections of the building composed of dark stone, forming a roughly triangular shape when you take all the different buildings and hallways that lead to each other in total. You see near the center of this construct a number of small columns that burst forth with the gouts of hot steam that you see before you, that begin to vaporize the water below it and create the shafts of bubbles that make the water buzz and vibrate. And you see towards one end of this construct a single light that pulses softly, and it illuminates a single large metal door with a lever beside it.
I mean,
Oh
let's.
God, it's gonna blow up or some shit.
All right, I'm gonna like kind of tug on both of them and point towards the lever in the door.
Yeah, both of you are shown this area.
All right.
That's what-
I'm gonna like sort of glance at Guy nervously.
With a thumbs up.
All right.
Okay. Fuck it.
All right, you continue diving. It's at this point, this exact moment, Araketh, you try to maintain concentration for as long as you can, but the duration of the spell is the duration of the spell, and Guy, you sink back down to your regular size. You're still beneath the water, and at this point, given your depth, you're all negatively buoyant, and you can kind of just push yourself down naturally. It's only been a minute, but yeah, you see this area before you. Araketh, on the surface, you don't really have a good view of what's going on, but you can do something if you wish.
I don't think Find Familiar can only go like 100 feet, right?
No. While you're like focusing through them, I think it can go as far as you want.
Wait, really?
I don't think that's true.
No? Oh
No.
boy. Let me.
Does
Your familiars. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. So while it's within 100 feet of you, you can see through it, but it can go outside of that range.
Yeah, you just can't communicate with it.
Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could like use some of your components to turn your familiar into a little aquatic guy.
I
Gotta
don't
do
know if I
recon.
have any components.
I'll say that you have at least 3 changes of Find Familiar.
Okay. I'm gonna just send an octopus guy down.
You quickly, casting it ritually, get your brazier out and begin the herbs and the incense, and your snake just gradually begins growing these tentacles coming out of it, and eventually it turns into a more octopus form. And it kind of salutes you as it's created.
Go on. Find the fat elephant down
It-
there.
Closes all of its tentacles at once and just launches itself into the water and begins kind of coming down. And you look through its eyes for a bit, but eventually it does get out of range. But even through that distance, given the dark vision of the octopus and it's used to being able to see around it, you do see the party making their way towards this door and lever. And you realize that it's not that deep. Deep, like probably about 1,000 feet. but not that deep.
Wait, does that mean actually? I don't know if I want to use my last second level spell slot trying to use locate object again.
You did use it out here, and you found nothing. I will say that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You
So...
can't cast it from your familiar, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no,
Sad.
that's a warlock thing, isn't it? Yeah, but your octopus eventually kind of comes down. And the three of you down below, beneath the water, begin making your way towards the door. Again, this kind of like just this underwater, not even magical light. It almost looks like I can't really describe it other than saying it's a phosphorescent light bulb that is kept in a glass cage beneath the water that pulses this blue light occasionally. And there's a lever next to this door.
Just point at the lever.
I yanked that shit!
I'll back up.
All right. How far back is everyone? Where is everyone at this point?
It'll be right, like, up against the door, pretty much, like
Okay.
right in front of me.
Guy said specifically that he was backing up, so I'll say that he's out of range. You do pull the lever. Ravager and Gauntlet need to make make a. Actually, this just happens. You didn't stop to try to disarm it. You guys both take a d6 lightning damage as it just glows this bright blue and explodes outward with this lightning energy. It's only a point of damage. I rolled quite low, but it does like shock you, Ravager, and it kind of creates a stinging feeling in your hand. And Gauntlet just kind of permeates throughout the water, and almost makes you cough up your air. But given the low damage, no risk of that. But Ravager, and you do kind of push through it using your might and constitution, and the door, as you push down the lever, opens, and you watch as a lot of the water makes its way into the door. Gauntlet, you are pulled in by the current of the water. Ravager as well, you're both pulled into this room by the current of the water. Guy, you're just kind of sitting out and observing this. And
We took
got
exactly 6 damage, or was it I think you said 1d6.
1d6, you both took 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're at 8-10.
Yeah. Good call. Guy, as you're kind of watching this and slightly pulled towards the chamber, but like flowing yourself back so you don't go in, you feel a suction cup attached to your back as an octopus just kind of wraps around you.
Oh,
It doesn't like hurt you. It's you don't know what it is or from where.
can I swat at it?
Yeah, you just like kind of like grab it and yank it off and throw it into the water. It shoots a thing of ink. Actually, octopi don't do that? Fuck. It just kind of floats next to you and just kind of shakes its head and then points up with its tentacle.
Put a thumbs up.
Okay. Do you make your way inside, or what are you doing?
So is the lever, is it just on or off, or does it have like degrees to it? Like, can you do it half on?
It is all the way off, or like, all the way down. I'll say it's kind of a 1-to-1, or one or the other. It's
No,
binary.
like, can I put it in the middle to like make the door slightly closed?
Yes, because it's mechanical. Yeah. You.
I'll do that to like stop that much water from going in.
At this
not
point, the
block.
chamber is totally full.
We are underwater, so
Yeah, it would also have filled regardless. Yeah. And the chamber is already entirely full.
Well, I mean, if the thing was like entirely closed off, then it could be dry on the inside.
The second it was opened, hundreds of gallons of water just went in to fill the space.
yeah, we're
yeah,
very deep
go in
underwater too, which means it's all going down. I think is how that works.
Yeah, no, it yep. The octopus kind of like waves to you and puts up one tentacle and will begin making its way back up.
Why? What's this point of this elephant? Can I like do a question mark?
You-
Can I cast minor illusion and then cast a question mark in the ocean?
Yeah, you make a question mark. It does have verbal components, because if it does, you're gonna lose some air.
Minor illusion? No.
It's just somatic. What?
Somatic, and then yeah, it's just somatic.
Really? Did not know. Let me double check that you.
Somatic, and then a bit of fleece. But
Okay,
I'm barred, so.
Cool. Yeah, you kind of draw your hand in the air, and you draw like a question mark, and again, the octopus puts up one tentacle and swims up.
Right. Okay, I'll just go in then.
You make your way inside. Within this chamber, you see. So you went in. You enter a plain room that immediately fills with water as the doors open. You all were pushed inside or entered freely, and you watch. Actually, around you see another lever and a door at the end of this kind of narrow chamber, and a button to the side.
Did we get any air when we were thrust in, or
Nope.
no at all?
No air.
Okay.
There's a lever and a door, almost identical to the one that you just entered from, and a button to the side, and another lever behind you that would open the door. You'd surmise that you just entered through.
Uh,
Full investigation.
Yeah, you guys can investigate if you
Figure
want.
this thing out.
Mhm.
15.
Guy, being the first to realize, you kind of like enter the room as the rest of them are like kind of disoriented. You see below there seems to be grates, or some sort of like what looks to be potentially a drainage system built into the floor.
Okay.
we also notice this.
Yeah, like Guy will point it out, and you guys will see that as well.
Okay. I'm gonna close the lever behind us.
All right, yeah. You pull the lever. You take another
Like
D6 lightning damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And actually, so does everyone else. That is a 6, so everyone takes 6 points of lightning damage except for Arketh.
Damn it.
At this point, everyone else needs to make a con save. Actually, wait, that was the temp HP. Never mind. No, like actual damage taken. Yeah, but you and like the electricity goes through the chamber, and Guy, you just kind of like shit your pants a little bit as it just fires through the area. But eventually, yeah, the door does close behind you. And you watch as the button by the wall automatically depresses, and the water drains from the room.
Oh
Sick.
my god.
As this is happening, back on the top, Araketh, you see your octopus roof kind of come up, and telepathically it will say, "Master, they have entered a strange facility at the bottom of this lake."
How far down do you think it was?
Kind of like looks you over. Like if we took a lot of you and stacked them on top of each other, I would say like at least 50, maybe 100 of you. Probably like 500. It's a bit.
Octopi are not very smart.
No,
They were smart, man.
they can do math, but not that much.
And they're not human smart. Sure, they are smart as far as animals go.
I thought they're like toddler smart, man.
Master, if you would come
Right.
with me, we can certainly join the rest of the group.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other plans so far.
He gives
God
like a
damn it! If you open that door again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
There's just electricity going everywhere. Then let us depart, Master.
Well, you have fun in the boat by yourself, Mr.
Rakash-
Boatman.
Rakash has already gotten a fishing pole out and is like, yeah, we'll be fine. I was just, it's nice to be out on the water occasionally.
I've survived enough. I'm sure I'll be fine down there.
Of course.
good.
Good luck.
And Erica's just gonna like jump down into the water.
Just like a little splashing sound. You're the smallest of the group. Honestly, just make an athletics check. And we'll see how this goes.
Critical
Oh, no.
fail.
You joke now. Okay, 8. Given your constitution, you make your way down. Your octopus is assisting as much as a tiny octopus can. It takes about 1:30 for you to reach the bottom of this facility, back to where the rest of the group saw this door. I'll figure out what exactly happens when you open the door. Are you just going to open the lever, or what's your plan? Actually, the octopus will say, "Do not press that lever unless you want to dispel it or just attempt to diffuse it first, because that shit stings."
I can telepathically talk to my familiar, right?
Yeah, it's this is all telepathy.
So how do I get into the room besides the lever?
No,
Is
the
that the
lever
only-
appears to be the only method in, but you might be able to disarm it. You are great, Sir Araketh.
I wouldn't say that. Anyways, how would I try disarming it?
You can just like you can take like your quarterstaff or maybe a dagger or something, and as you kind of make your way over, and as the octopus is assisting you, do see runes attached to the sides of this lever, and you can just take the knife and kind of scrape them off if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right, this is still a delicate process, so make a sleight of hand check. The runes explode again. You alone, as you're the only one outside, will suffer 5 points of lightning damage. Only to your temp
that's-
HP.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
does she have? Oh, she does. Yeah, because
Yeah, because everyone got it. But you do kind of push the lever down. Your octopus keeping a good distance away before the water opens, or before the door opens and the water floods. Now, those of you inside, what were you doing?
Okay,
Investigating around, I guess.
I'm going to assume What we do now is just press the next lever, and it just keeps working like this.
I don't know. You should
I'm gonna
look for
check
some
the lever
clues.
first.
I mean, it worked the first time.
Yeah, Gauntlet, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage, because you have a pretty good idea of what's going on at this point.
Oh.
15, yeah. You can see the runes kind of etched onto the side, and surmise that those are likely the runes that are giving you some grief.
Let's see here. Well, first we should probably get rid of these before we run into more problems of shocking ourselves.
Alright.
With a little I thought it was just because machines electrocute when you're in water.
No.
Oh.
I'm sure the runes have something to do with it too.
Alright, we'll get rid of them.
Yeah, who's the most nimble of the bunch?
Ignore the sound.
I'm just gonna take this giant. Take my hand and wipe off the runes. Fuck
Take
it.
your hand?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I mean, like, when you touch it, not using an external tool, you take 2 points of lightning damage.
Wow.
Bzzz, as the runes
But the
glow.
The runes are gone.
The runes glow, and you watch as they are kind of dull, but they like begin to kind of glow again. Like I mean, did you like try to pull the lever, or did you just like touch it and like kind of rub it a little bit?
I was wiping them off with my hand.
All right,
I was, like,
yeah. So the second you touched it, it just exploded outward. But the runes do seem to be dull
Okay.
right now.
I cast a minor illusion to make a sound that just echoes, idiot, idiot. Oh, man, what was that sound?
Was that
Weird.
really necessary? Was that really necessary?
I think it was the temple. Here, I'll try and scratch it off with a quarterstaff.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check
Sleight of hand, +2.
using a
Don't
wooden
fail
stick.
me now.
Yep, that is the DC. As you take your time to scrape the side, eventually the runes begin to just kind of like you take the basically like the arcane chalk, waterproof. You scrape it off occasionally, and like kind of scratch it up, and eventually the runes have been rendered inert through your vandalism.
Sick. What next?
Pull that lever, baby.
See, I just didn't.
At this point, do you watch as the doors behind you open and whoosh, a giant spread of water comes in and Araketh comes tumbling in as well.
What the hell is this guy doing?
The door outside is
What the
still
hell's
open.
this guy doing?
What? Yeah, but
Get that fucking lever.
are you pressing the lever down again?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to close the door behind us.
You're using the lever. Okay. Yeah. You did that.
Didn't Arcus scrape off the runes or something?
The one's outside, not the
Oh,
one inside. So everyone's gonna take 4 points of lightning damage as the water's back in the room.
That
Four
sucks.
more points. That should have eaten through your temp HP.
Yeah, it has.
Oh boy.
One wound.
This is gonna be a long dungeon crawl. But Gauntlet or Ravager eventually do take the lever and close the damn thing. The button on the wall depressing again as you do so.
I thought we got rid of the runes.
To be fair, I did
Yep,
as well.
And the water drains from the room.
Ah, fuck. Okay, whatever. Now we know what to do. Let's just open the next lever and get out of here. Also, you could have just come with us the first time. I mean, like no one was stopping you.
I mean, it wasn't until I thought it was safe that I decided to come down, you know. I mean, you're allowed to die in your own time, but I would like to scout out the way.
Alright, you're that type. I see how it
Yeah, I hate those types.
is.
What the fuck?
I mean, listen,
They make me so angry.
you make yourself out to be a coward guy, but that's not the case. I promise you, you know.
Alright. So what's next?
There is, so on the other side, like the side that you didn't come in from, on the other side of this kind of linear, almost hallway, what I'm going to call the airlock from now on, there is another door and another lever. That lever you have taken the runes off of.
Alright, I'll open the lever, man.
The door just kind of slides into the ground like the other one did. And you see before you, as the door opens, you can hear some clicking and the sound of gears turning within the walls. And you watch as the room before you lights up. Hanging from the ceiling, you see a number of the same electric light, just light bulbs hanging from the ceiling, kept in glass enclosures, giving off a bright light. And attached to each of these light enclosures, you see a spinning axle, a number of which kind of crisscross around the room before disappearing into holes in the wall. And suddenly, to your left, you watch as a movement just appears, and from a recessed portion of this wall, a man of clockwork and metal comes to life. You see in his chest there's this kind of crystal enclosure, producing a similar light to that from the ceiling. And you notice now, as this creature moves, it's dressed quite nicely in a just fabric black suit and jacket, and rushes towards you, propelled by a pair of spinning metal wheels at its base. It stops and takes a deep bow before speaking.
Hello, meatbags! Welcome, guests of Master Ali, to the Unmakings Enclosure. May I offer you a complimentary towel? You appear to be absolutely inundated with lake water.
I was playing Fallout. I was playing Fallout earlier. This is giving me some nostalgia there.
It's Claptrap.
That's Borderlands.
That's true. That's more accurate.
Oh man, yeah. That's what he
I
said.
am designation Subtype 3 Realistic Valet for Lieutenants, or Servant for short.
Who do you serve?
Well, I suppose I serve you at the moment, as Eliyahu Ali is not on the premises.
Do you know who that is?
Do you know who that is?
Do I know who that is?
Make a history check. You've heard the name before. Anyone's welcome to make a history check if they wish, but that's a pretty decent roll. Eliyahu Ali is an archmage of the past. He is one who Ravagini, you don't quite know.
Zero.
Arketh! Alright, well, let's just go ahead and do that example, or that explanation. Arketh, as you're kind of like listening to this, Eliyahu Ali, immediate recognition. You've read a number of his books. Thousands of years ago, he was born a human man, and known as like the father of constructs and golems. He specialized in clockwork and golemancy. In fact, I believe you guys have a book of his about making and constructing golems. It costs a few thousand gold.
Oh, I do have that.
But yeah, you should have one of those. He is an archmage of the past who died long ago to circumstances unknown to the general public. Even with a 27, you don't know the method of his death. It was just like he was around, he was a large political figure for a number of the governments of the time. And of course, he was an archmage, a sort of freelancer who sold his golems to whomever bid the highest. He was a master of his field and a planeswalker as well, one who would traverse the planar scape, go to other worlds, and speak to the likes of Mordenkainen or Tensor, those who would be the namesake of spells in the future. Eliyahu Ali is of a similar ilk, though his power is that of conjuration and transmutation, predominantly transmutation, rather than that of conjuration, or I suppose evocation or things of the elemental variety. But that is the legacy and the legend of Eliyahu Ali.
Eliyahu, who's that?
He was a big magic man, in your own words, you'd say. And I'm surprised his constructs are still working to this day.
I'm gonna fucking strangle you to death before we get out of this dungeon, I swear to God.
You're free to try. I don't really care if I die here.
I make sure you won't.
Really?
It's-
Because you were too scared to come down the first time, and now you're talking all cowardly.
Hey,
He's
it was
helping
your
us
choice to
with
come
this.
down.
So is this guy a robot?
Yeah, he seems to be a construct of some variety. He does look a little bit like Claptrap if he were taller and more humanoid. He's very boxy and he has 2 wheels for legs, or I guess for feet, at the bottom that he used to kind of move himself around.
It's C3PO.
His name is Servant, Subtype 3 Realistic Valet for New Tenants. Servant.
Servants.
Yes!
So do you know anything about A, the King of Wrought Iron, or B, a diamond of large worth?
You watch as
10,000 gold, I
More
believe?
importantly, B.
the light in his chest kind of like flickers and moves a little bit, and he says,
The second one, no. But the first one, yes. We happen to have him in our premises.
Oh, really?
The King of Wrought Iron, also known as Arktabashud, the Unmaking Archfey, is an entity that we have some interest in, and in keeping here indefinitely. He wronged Eliyahu Ali, shall we say, and has been facing the consequences since.
So you're into bad boys.
Alright, just let it out, Ravager.
So,
Fight this
like I
guy.
said before, you guys seem to be absolutely inundated with lake water. Can I offer you a towel so that you don't get it on the delicate machinery and kill us all?
Can you wipe us off? You know, like yourself.
Certainly!
Hell yeah.
Myself.
And you watch as, like, through his hand, almost like Spider-Man, like through his wrists, you watch as a number of towels just appear in his hands. And he begins, like, kind of wiping you all down very quickly, just, like, moving. The robotic clockwork kind of, like, squeaking and groaning.
Bell noted that he wants to wipe himself.
Yeah, so Servant will, like, move over to you, and then he'll be like, put up a hand, and then he'll hand you a towel. And you'll wipe yourself down.
So, what purpose do I have these guests entering this
And you watch as, like, he starts to kind of short circuit a little bit, and smoke begins to rise out of his head.
premises for?
Ooh. No. Do you know if you could take us to the King of Wrought Iron?
Make a persuasion check against this robot.
Oh, wow. Oh, I don't know how this could fail.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
Fucking god.
Don't know, this could fail. Rolls a 7. Oh, of course it fails. Plus 10. Oh, shit. Okay, sure, fine.
Yeah.
Now,
I could
if he
take
was
you-
playing a fucking College of Eloquence.
That's what I'm saying. That shit would have been a natural 20 every time. Or just, I guess, a dirty 20 every time. In any case.
Yeah.
I can take you up to the door. Not even I am allowed within the prison cell of the Unmaker.
Who is?
Eliyahu Ali almost exclusively.
He's not here,
Almost.
is he?
Eliyahu Ali has been absent for, and he watches, like, smoke begins to kind of build up his skull. A long time.
Alright.
Hey, guy,
Yes.
why do we even want to free this guy? Like, what did he tell you that was so alluring?
Right, I feel like we need to get our priorities straight.
He's shown me some glimpses of power, but in a way that I think could genuinely help people. I think it's worth looking into.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, no. Trust me. It's for the greater good. I'm sure he's a great guy. You just have to meet him.
Didn't they call him like the unliver or something like that?
Oh,
Ark
the
Tabashud, the Unmaking Archfey.
Yeah.
He is one who knows plenty about the surrounding area, but is also a massive
And just like a string of like this clockwork grinding and kind of springing around. You see, there's a little bit of a sensor bar.
Yeah, he seems like a great guy.
Oh God.
Let's head up there.
I agree with God that we need to keep our priorities straight. So if we could look around here for any clues to what we're actually looking for, it'd be better.
Right.
If we could
Actually,
get- you know, if we can
do
get-
you, robot,
Yes.
know of any place where we can find a diamond, a big one that I have seen before?
Processing. Potentially. It depends on your arcane acumen. Your ability as a transmuter might be tested, but it could happen. However, there are some people within this facility, people being a strange word to use in that circumstance, and he watches again more smoke kind of just appears out of his head, that might know the answer to that question. I, unfortunately, as one who is only a valet, do not.
Can you take us to those people?
Well, given that the people is a person and that person is the Archfey, no. I mean,
I
yes, but
suppose
no.
we should head towards the archfey. It's for.
Take us to the door.
Yes.
Well, there are some things that I cannot interact with that only you can. Again, I am a servant, not an actor.
No, I just
is
take
my
us to
brother.
the prison or whatever.
I will be your guide.
Yes.
Yes.
Take us to the prison.
Well,
And he kind of like looks over, and you see in front at the end of this room. Again, this is a very linear hallway. There are two doors, one on the left, one on the right, each having a lever on either side.
Are you
So,
gonna
which
make us
one do you wanna
puzzle the
pick?
whole time?
this
Wait,
isn't a
what?
puzzle, this is your decision.
Why is this a decision? I want to go towards the prison.
That is the programming of Eliyahu Ali. You do not question his authority.
Which one is which? Which one does what?
Behind door number 1, which is the one on the left. That one would lead to the Dragloth. That's an interesting point of study for our master. The second one, and he points to the right. That one leads to, It leads to a swarm.
Oh, so it's a choose your own battle, it seems.
Sort of.
It shouldn't. 1 minute, and you watch as he just fades into the wall. Like, he just immerses himself into the clockwork that composes the wall and disappears.
Hey!
A moment passes, and he exits, and he says,
The swarm on the right appears to be quelled. Therefore, we will refer to this room as the Transmutation Chamber.
Hey.
Like, investigate around, look for traps and stuff.
I'm not doing that for you. That is not in my programming. I'm simply a servant and a guide.
I'm gonna look for like other entrances or little nooks and crannies.
all right,
Yeah,
make an investigation check.
Okay.
When you say, like, other entrances, like other doors, this room is quite small, I will say.
Nice.
Anywhere that looks like it could like there's only like windows to other rooms or anything like that.
There is nothing. This,
Okay.
like, the walls in this room, and you'll see this is a general theme of some locations, and I'll point it out when it isn't, is just composed of clockwork, like spinning gears and cogs, axles that turn on the ceiling and the walls. The floor is the only place that isn't, like, whirring with clockwork, and it's composed of, like, this kind of simple stone.
Aiden.
Mhm.
Do I know what a dragloth is or whatever?
Make an
You
Arcana
said-
check. Yeah, Dragloth.
Dragloth.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Are you kidding me?
Oof, so close. You think for a moment, dra. I mean, like, there's a couple of words that start with dra, drow, dragon, I can't think of another one.
I say we go left.
Wait, before we do this, can you make yourself useful, Blue Man, and look for any, like, traps or anything of that ilk?
I'm sure they took fine traps.
Actually, your reference to this individual as, quote, Blue Man reminds me. What are all of your names or identifying factors?
My name's Guy.
Guy?
Big Red.
Big Red?
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet?
Blue man.
Really?
Yes, my first name is Blue, and my last name is Man.
Mario.
Wait, that's a fucking DOD character.
Okay, Blue?
We're on a quest to find her people, her group.
We will
Let's
find
find
your
out.
Blue Man group. Someday?
Is what I meant to say, but yeah.
I wanted to say it. It's just, I wanted to say it as a voice.
No, I've used the wrong pronouns because he's got a new character and I got mixed up.
Yeah.
In any case, you wish to go down door number 1,
And there's, like, some game show noise, just like the little trumpet sound.
Hear me!
Blue Man, find some traps first.
What are we gonna? Why don't you look for traps?
I don't have. I'm not that smart. Alright, fine. I guess I'm smart.
Hey, don't cut yourself short.
You look at. I mean, you're well versed in these levers at this point. You take a moment to look them over. You do see the very familiar blue runes.
Alright. Look at this. Look at this Ravager.
What? I told you to look for
Runes!
traps. Yeah, I told you to look for traps. You did, and you found them. See, don't cut yourself short, buddy. You got them. Now, my reasoning for
easy
going through door number 1 is that I don't trust him that door number 2 is safe.
I like that idea. Actually, I trust this guy. I think he's cool.
I think people stop sawing, so I'm just gonna take myself off push to talk because I keep on forgetting to do it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I hear it anymore either. So you're probably good.
Do I need sleight of hand for the rune scraping?
Not at this point. You've done it enough. That, like, as long as you say, I'm going to make sure that there are no traps on this lever, the lever is more or less the same. So as long as you remember to do that, I will be generous with that and not make you roll. So yeah, you easy enough. Just kind of scrape it off.
Alright. So do you want to go to the Swarm or the Dragoth or whatever?
Rhaegoth, door 1. That's my answer.
All right.
Lock it in.
Alright.
Hand on the
But-
lever. Oh,
That being said, and everybody else might have differing. I don't want people to get mad at me later, so I kind of look towards Gauntlet. You can door 1 too.
I'm gonna like kind of point at one and then the other and then like close my eyes and like do a swooshy motion and then like point at door 2.
okay. Okay.
You eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or some shit.
Gut feeling. That's
All right. So one
Alright.
vote for door 1, 1 vote for door 2.
You know, Ravager and Claptrap over here did say door 2. The swarm was gone. That was a transmutation room.
I just don't
Yes.
trust his funny words.
he mentioned, and he also mentioned transmutation with the diamond, though I'm not sure I understood the context.
Oh, hey, servant! You lying to me? Can I like wisdom check him or something?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
According to my
insight check.
scans, the swarm has been rendered inert.
Oh, that's
Is he
good
lying?
enough.
What the hell is this swarm?
He does not detect any movement beyond the door.
I like swarms. I like swarms.
What if they're all sleeping and the second we walk in there, like a bunch of bugs come and eat our corpses?
And maybe very silent.
Alright, fuck it. I hate that, but sure. I'll go with the group.
All right. Araketh, any thing to add or weigh?
I mean, I'll come along, but I'm sure I can handle myself. Not sure about the rest of you, though.
Hey, Arkev, can you cast Fireball?
Yeah,
Alright, how about you go first?
I'm just a tiny man. I cannot take many hits.
I picked
Start
them up.
dragging them along.
I picked them I picked them up and I put them in front of the group and then I start walking behind them in a single file.
Yeah. I'll help.
Okay, so Araketh's going first.
Yeah, I'll be right behind him.
You guys are assholes.
Since you're such a big man, not afraid of dying down here, you know, I guess we'll put you through the ringer, huh?
You're like grinding your heels on the ground.
This
Today you become a man.
consider this a test of your might.
All right, I will go ahead and drag you guys onto the map. The first official dungeon crawl. Okay, so right here, if you guys want to click on that and open it, you see a very large room. A large rectangular room that resonates with the same clockwork ticking that clattered through the foyer you just left. The walls around you are composed of pipes and turning gears and hissing vents, and within the room are multiple crates, chests, and other types of storage containers, about 15 when all counted. This isn't necessarily represented one-to-one on the map. All composed of what appears to be lead that lay shut. In the center of the room is an arcane circle drawn of chalk, and beside it is a table with 3 sacks on top of it, and a single book beside it whose spine titles it as Arcanist's Reference of Philosopher's Stones and Transmutation. Additionally, there are various strange tools, including vices, hammers, and an object that vaguely resembles a cheese grater, but with mithril teeth. And again, the room around here is very strange, and this arcane circle in the center kind of resonates with a dull, thrumming energy. I should mention that those stairs up here are not there. Those are not in this actual space. Instead, if I recall, and I need to refer to my map, there is a single door that leads that direction. There's a door right there.
Okay, what about these spiral stairs?
Also not there. Any staircase is not there. It's just a single door right there where my arrow is pointing to.
Alright, so there's no second story with these balconies?
Nope, not at all.
We hit the jackpot here, looks like.
This is pretty fun.
I'll say Gauntlet. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Wow, that sucked.
All right,
Jeez.
what are you guys doing?
Can I investigate these statues?
Yeah, we kind of walk over to them. And as you kind of observe the statues, you notice that they're just kind of these rotund, bat-like figures with these strange, kind of large, almost circular jaws that protrude forward with these strange teeth and these bat-like wings above them. And it kind of hunches and looks at you. And you look at it, it's not quite a gargoyle. As you look at it, you watch as kind of like opens an eye, looks down at you.
Can I try and hush it? Can I try and be like, shh, calm down.
And you watch as this other statue also makes the same noise. And from the ceiling, you see a number of these strange bat-like creatures begin flying into a general congregated swarm as it begins to fill the chamber. We are going to go ahead and roll initiative.
What did I say?
As the swarm of homunculi appear. The big one is the swarm, the small one is the statue. There we go. Roll that initiative. Did he roll up? What the fuck did he roll on initiative?
Oh God.
Why is this a homunculi? Why aren't these gargoyles? What is a homunculus?
A homunculus is what the psychologists refer to as what the human would look like if we fucking activated all our growth modules. I don't fucking know what
What the fuck?
it's something like that.
What did you just say?
There's certain areas in the brain that are attributed to growth, and some are bigger than others. And if
Huh.
yeah,
Dr. Bell on the watch.
Apparently. Alright, I'm gonna play this. I don't know if I've played this particular soundtrack before.
It's so fast.
I don't know how we got fucking homunc.
Oh man.
Did I get boofed? Wait, what? Oh my god! When did you do that? When did you
I
do
did it when you said he plays a little song.
I did not expect that.
Definitely one I haven't really played before.
I did not see it coming.
That is what I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, this
That-
is a
that-
homunculus.
Yeah, these are homunculi. So, we'll go ahead and begin the homunculi fight. As this one, we'll go ahead and rush at Guy Jide. This one's going to fly down towards the wizard. There's a third one? Oh, there is, as it kind of flies down from the ceiling. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's going to dash right there. Alright, 2 attacks. First one on Guy Jide. Did that get cocked? Roll the 2. Cool. First one misses as it, like, lunges at you with a bite. And simply you kind of dodge to the side. At Araketh, it does hit. It only deals a single point of piercing damage. However, you're making a Constitution saving throw at this roll. And you succeed against the poison effect. Not going to explain what it does just yet.
Poisoned.
Alright, Guy Jide.
Alright. So basically, I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Holy shit, big guns right away.
30-foot cube. It's basically this. I'm just gonna get all 3 of these homunculi.
Okay, so they don't need to be in the cube though, right? They just need to see it?
What do you mean?
Or how does the effect work?
Basically, so it's like a flash of light in the 30 by 30-foot cube.
Mm-hmm. Do they need to
and
be in
then-
the cube?
Yeah, they need to be in the cube.
Okay, you can actually only get one of them without having one of your party members in the cube.
Wait, what do you mean? Why can't they go like this?
You are very much in that cube.
I don't think it does it hit me?
Each creature in the area. Yep.
Alright, well I can fix that then. I'm going to cast Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
Everyone gets their let me look.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah, I forgot how much. I think it's 8 now. It is 8.
That sounds right, yeah.
Everyone gets 8 HP, can move wherever.
I'm going to move.
How far?
Move out of the cube.
Your movement speed as a reaction.
I'm going
Okay,
to
I'm gonna-
Hypnotic Pattern these mofos.
There we go. I go over here.
Alright, you all just scatter into this room as Guy belts out this beat from his trunk.
Alright, sick.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna Hypnotic Pattern all these guys.
Actually,
You-
wait, where was I? This here.
kind of weave your arms together and point out this blast of light as these lights just appear in space and begin to kind of flash around again like the Porygon episode from Pokemon. Go ahead and target them all and have them roll the saving throw.
Okay. Target is control.
Control click. Yep, perfect.
And then the cast or the save.
Save and then effect.
Did it work?
It did not work. Oh no, it did. Okay, yeah, now roll effect. Actually, yeah, 2 of them failed. Nice. All right, cool. They're just incapacitated. That's ridiculous.
Which ones fell? Which ones are
The first and second, so homunculus 1, homunculus 2, fall to the ground. The other one's still just flying in air.
I'm gonna
Does-
use all my movement to back up in this corner.
Does taking damage take them out of hypnotic pattern?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you guys all like ready your action and swing on one guy, and it's like
I just thought it'd be funny if they fell, took fall damage.
They were like
And then
5
got-
feet in the air. They're just like,
Yeah.
like it's a wet slapping sound as they hit the ground too.
all right, that's my turn.
All right, Araketh, the first round of your combat career.
Damn, this is gonna be disappointing.
Oh no. You're
Okay,
into
should
so
I-
high.
Me and my significant other.
All right. Yeah, but there's the 3 homunculi, 2 of which are incapacitated, and the homunculus swarm, which is just a large conglomeration of them just flying together, and their wing beats are in sync.
I feel like I shouldn't use a third spell on the little guys. So, can I use chromatic orb on the swarm?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make the attack roll.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know how to. Let me see how to do this.
If you just click, if you click and drag the attack from chromatic swarm onto the swarm of homunculi, it should work. It seemed to have. But it misses, because of course it does. Cause...
Wow.
Oh wait, that's not the right bonus. That should be higher.
Oh.
That should be, like, way higher.
Okay, it's
Uh,
broken.
It is. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Ranged group attack. Wait, ranged ability and proficient bonus. All right, roll to attack again, because that should have been roll to attack again. I think that would have hit actually from that previous roll. Yep.
Oh,
Wow. Wow, you hate to see it. Yeah. This little like ball of chromatic energy fires forward and slams into the wall behind it, cracking a bit of the gears and stonework.
Returns.
Yeah. I don't know why that smells like good too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Arca-
that's... Wait,
So
what?
it's
What'd you say?
Hmm?
Did someone say the saw is back? Or...
No.
No.
No, I said the chromatic orb. We used to have like a couple casters who used it constantly, and it never hit ever.
There's no reason for it either. It's so weird. All right, Arca, that's your action. You have your bonus action and movement, little wizard.
I'm moving into my corner.
All right.
That's my turn.
Cool. The swarm. Let me double check how. Okay, I see. It is going to fly 20, 30, 35, 40 to about there. Does it have reach? Nah, damn. All right, yeah, it simply cannot hit you. It's going to ready in action, and that's it. Gauntlet.
Okay. Oh, he's right here. Okay.
Yeah,
That-
they all fly towards you, and again, their wing beats are in unison. It's very offsetting or off-putting.
Okay. I wonder if this would do anything. I'm gonna move right up close to it. I'm gonna throw the net on them.
You're gonna throw the what on him? Sorry.
The net.
Net.
Okay. As you get within range, you're gonna proc his held action. He's going to make a bite attack against you. And miss. So he just like a couple of the homunculi just rush towards you, you bat them out of the way and throw your net. I believe it's still an attack roll with a net.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, make an attack roll. Man,
Wow.
everyone is rolling like shit. You throw the net, and all the homunculi in unison just bow away from it and then reform as the net falls. That is an attack roll, so you do have your bonus action if you want.
I guess I'll. Maybe I'll shoot a. Cause I can do that. Yeah, I can shoot a sunbolt. I'll do that.
If you're within melee, you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Just punch him.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll just try to punch a couple.
Give him a punch.
As bonus act.
Oh my god. Oh, it hits. Wow. Okay, sick.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Awesome. Roll that
Sweet.
damage. They're not super difficult to hit. Okay. Boof! You punch a homunculus in the gut and watch as it explodes into blood and dust.
Jeez.
Oh shit! Wow.
And the swarm kind of diminishes slightly.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
All right. Ravager.
And say this music is not super fitting for a steampunk dungeon.
That is true. That is an oversight on my end.
We had this like eerie sort of mechanical music, and now it's all.
Desert. Yeah. I'll look for some music between sessions.
Yes. All right. I take up my axe and I cleave through them.
Like the swarm? Alright. Make your attacks, good sir. The first one hits.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm gonna just to roll both.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Kick that ass. 7. So fuck. Like Gauntlet, you punch this homunculus and it turns to blood, and then Gauntlet just comes over, or sorry, Ravager just comes over, just carves 2 gashes of homunculus, or carves 2 gashes into the swarm of homunculus, and he watches a number of them just kind of fall to the ground. About 7 of them remain in the swarm now, as they're just kind of flying and limping from the attacks. The homunculus swarm is very close to dead.
Yes. Perfect.
All right, that's that. Top of the order, the homunculi, the individuals. We're gonna have 2 of them come down towards Guy.
No, those are incapacitated.
Dummy.
Oh, sorry, one of them is incapacitated. You're totally right. The other one, oh, both of those actually are. Okay, shit.
Yeah, homunculus 3 ain't.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Tree.
A little bit of that flanking action.
Oh shit. Shit moly.
I rolled a natural 1.
If
She
they
watches.
get-
Huh?
If they get through my temp HP, I'll consider this battle a loss.
There's not many of them. All right. Yeah, this one just like kind of flies at you and then just tumbles past and flies into the swarm, kind of disassociating it. All right, Guy.
I'm pretty freaking far away, man.
Yeah.
So so what are the conditions for something to be actually uncapacitated? For hypnotic pattern, they just have to be moved, I think.
Potentially, I don't know. They just can't take actions. Like they can't take actions. They think their movement is 0 as per the spell.
The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Okay.
I think if you stab it with advantage, you could just kill him in 1 hit.
You don't have advantage on the attack. They're incapacitated, but not like prone or anything. They're just kind of like standing on the ground, looking at this strange hypnotic pattern, or at least where it was.
All right.
Oh,
I,
that makes no sense.
Yeah. It's
That is
weird.
very strange too.
That's how the
Okay, I'll
spell
just,
is.
I'll just put one in the chokehold then. I'm not gonna shake it, but I will put in the chokehold, so he's still incapacitated.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know what the purpose of an athletics check.
just roll the athletics check.
Incapacitated.
Just roll the. Still gotta roll the grapple. Yeah, you succeed. You get him in a little headlock.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's my
You
turn.
Sure as shit not moving now. All right, Kev.
Okay, so he's grappling the homunculus.
Yeah, that only reduces its already 0 speed to 0, so it's not like you get a bonus to hit. But he is grappled.
No crap. Yeah, you know what? That was a bad idea. Should have made me the prone. That's what I was thinking.
Hmm. I guess I should just like, I'm just gonna use a firebolt on the big guy because I don't want to waste traumatic orb again.
Go for it. Make that attack.
I think it's broken. Why is it all broken?
How is it broken? God damn it. It is broken. What the fuck? Everything's broken.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Alright. Ability. And alright, the attack is done. The damage is also wrong. That should be 2d10. Alright, yeah. Okay, you do hit. Roll the damage. You should be rolling 2d10 for damage. Holy dick. Yeah. So, yeah, you just like, you kind of bring your fingers together and fire out this bolt of flame that fires into the swarm and explodes outward, vaporizing a number of these homunculi. The swarm is deceased.
Epic. That's my turn.
Cool. Gauntlet.
Okay, so homunculi number 3 is still in pursuit. Yeah.
Just flying like, Rah!
I'm just gonna try to like jump onto it and grab it.
Okay.
I guess I'll just jump on it.
You can one-shot any of these. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, so you want to like grapple it or you want to like deal damage to it?
I'll like elbow drop it.
Okay.
Okay.
Make an attack roll, yeah, you and then try to give him the people's elbow. Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Fuck.
You just like fall backward and land on the ground and push yourself back up. You have your bonus action. Like fall, do a little tumble and roll.
These 2 are incapacitated. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just just gonna walk back from that embarrassing stunt, and I wanna collect the homunculi
Alright.
into the.
There's an attack of opportunity against you.
No, it's
Okay.
incapacitated.
No, not the third one. It rolled another
Oh, third
natural one.
Oh, wow.
Whoosh! Just misses.
It's
Jesus.
stinky.
They are
Damn.
fucking shit. I did not think they'd be this easy. Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
it's
I want-
fairly easy. Yeah.
I want to wrap them up in the net.
Alright, yeah.
Try to.
Athletics check.
Okay. Athletics.
They're not exactly sentient. You do realize that they are kind of like animals and such. But you do easy enough just grab one into another chokehold, both grappled. Their speeds are
No, I'm
certainly
trying
zero.
to get them into a net. Like,
Oh, into a
kinda,
net? Oh, yeah, easy enough. Like, you
like
just
trap them.
you kind of tie them up into a net and tie it off, yeah.
Aiden doesn't even consider animals sentient. That's why he keeps skinning them.
This is fucking their homunculi. They're, I don't,
They're not even sentient.
they're
like
hardly even
animals.
animals, really.
Aiden has bouts of psychosis where he thinks his dogs are homunculi.
Oh no. Alright, Gala, that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Fuck.
Alright, second attack. Come on, their AC is not that high. Holy dicks. Their armor class is 13!
Fucking kidding me, Wes. That's my
Or
turn.
14. Oh
That's
man.
my turn.
Actually, what is their armor classes? I think it is 13. Alright. Homunculus 1, incapacitated. Homunculus 2, incapacitated. Homunculus 3, bites at Ravager. 4!
Poison.
Got you there.
I
Like-
knock it prone.
Just
You
fucking
knock it
kill
prone?
him.
Alright, yeah, easy enough. You knock it over, that's your action.
I can't one-shot it.
You totally
Now
could.
You totally
But
can. These
They
things
they have
suck.
they have 5 hit points.
Dude, well, freaking crap. Alright, I guess that's my turn.
Yeah, just gonna throw that one out there. Alright, Arkith.
Wait, is everyone still grab? Is he still?
Yeah, people are like
grabbing
grabbing them and throwing them into nets. The one beside.
Bro, at this point, for the sake of brevity, right? I mean,
Yeah,
what can
I
they
mean,
do?
honestly, there's not a damn thing that can be done. Over the course of another 6 seconds or so, you systematically execute or trap them according to what you want to do. Arkith, you probably
Yeah, okay,
firebolt
does
them.
anybody want to spare any of these?
I want to get these two into the net.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll
so
let you know.
you'll bag them up.
Yeah.
You bag them up. The other one is blown to bits by a firebolt in all likelihood. And we'll end combat there. Fuck.
I can't believe that little bastard dodged my axe.
Alright.
Claptrap was right. That was not that bad.
Speaking of Claptrap, you watch as emerging through the circuitry, or not the circuitry, but the gears and such. Servant appears and says,
Good work! The swarm was giving my master some trouble a while ago, but now it has been dealt with.
And your master must have not been that strong.
It was more of a pest situation rather than a real danger, but lazy rather than strong. Although be praised be.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he built a servant. Well, I mean, he must have done some work to make all this.
Certainly. He is an excellent craftsman.
Yeah. Anyways, where do we go from here?
Wait,
Well?
Ravager, please, let's not be hasty.
What do you
I'm gonna
mean?
look around and loot.
right,
Mhm.
so there's a number of things around this chamber. A number of things. Basically, throughout the room, and this is where things become less map accurate. There are crates and boxes, about 15 total storage containers composed of lead in total, each containing a number of different things. And as you open them up, one has 5 pounds of gold, one has a number of pounds of silver, pounds of lead, glass vials, herbal spell components. There's an 8-pound block of solid pearl, and a full 1-pound orange topaz that is huge. And you also find a crate with a number of clockwork limbs, including arms, legs, eyes, hearts, fake torsos, the like. And on a table next to the transmutation circle in the middle of the room, you find 3 pouches, each containing a different type of dust. One of them is diamond, one of them is pearl, and one of them is fire opal. Basically, there's a number of things within this room that can be utilized for actual transmutation. In a book next to the pouches of dust, you see a number of... Where the fuck is this in my notes? Right. In the book, next to these pouches, the book is titled Arcanist's Reference of Philosopher's Stones and Transmutation. It lays out a general process of utilizing the power of the transmutation circle, which is forged of a chalk transmuter stone. To do transmutation, you need to place your hands at the bottom of the circle. Think in your mind what you want to create and what will occur within the circle, and the effect will occur as the charges of the circle are expended. Effectively, you cast magic into the circle, and it does shit. So basically, I'm going to give you guys the list of ingredients that are around the place, and I'm going to give you guys a list of what the book gives you that you know how to make, and you guys can just make shit using transmutation.
Whoa. That's pretty sick.
So
Like,
this...
Wait a second. So when he was talking about the transmuting and the diamond, he just meant making some random ass diamond?
I wonder if this will work.
We just gotta get to the archfey at this point.
Yes. Maybe.
Can I, like, make some sort of observation that, like, making a diamond from this will work for the whatever ritual?
You can make an investigation check.
Okay.
But actually, sorry, Arcana.
Okay.
You should have Blue Man making all these Arcana checks. Got like +8.
Sorry, I am... Okay. Looking around, there's diamond dust, and you can probably attempt to fabricate a diamond if you want. But it might be tough. You
Wait.
don't know.
I don't think any old diamond's gonna work. What was that, Blue Man?
I believe this as well.
Aiden, do I know what the transmuter stone does?
Make an Arcana check. Let me go ahead and just make
The
sure.
philosopher's stone.
Okay. It is also known as a philosopher's stone.
Oh wow.
A transmuter stone can do a number of things. For one, if you make one successfully, you can utilize it to create one of these circles wherever you want. It takes some time to do, and some spell slots put into it, but it can be done. Second,
Make one in our house.
true. Transmutation stones are also utilized for what is equivalently the 14th level transmutation wizard feature. Basically, you could attempt to bring someone back from the dead, turn something into another thing, as simple as that, and a number of other feats that they can do. They have a number of capabilities available to them, but those are the main ones.
So, could the transmuter stone become the diamond or bring her back to life potentially?
You don't know the specifics. Oh, you actually rolled pretty good. Let me double check. I actually have the wizard page pulled up, thank God. Let's see. So, transmutation stone, you can... it's per the raise dead feature, so it literally could. It could bring her back. It could also restore youth by up to 3d10 years, to a minimum of 13 years. Like, it just reduces your age. It can cure you of any disease or poison that you have, or curse. And it can transmute one non-magical object into another non-magical object of similar size.
You folks are trying to bring someone back to life, yes?
Yeah.
Sorry, you were really quiet. What'd you say?
Oh,
For me?
I just said you're trying to bring someone back to life, yes?
Yes.
Potentially, if you were able, or someone was able to make the transmuter stone, it said that they can bring someone back to life, as well
Can
as
you make
doing
it?
all things. I can't make any promises. My expertise is not in transmutation.
Oh, it's a good time to test it out. Test the waters, learn some things.
The ingredients for a transmuter stone are listed. So within this book, there are some recipes, and I've listed out the 4 recipes that you are aware of. Or sorry, technically 4 recipes if you count the fabrication one, that are listed out within this book. One of them is to simply fabricate the object, i.e. to change one object into another object. That costs a single charge, and each charge, by the way, is a representative of spell slots cast into it. You do see that the circle glows currently, but you don't know how many charges are in it from the get-go. You know how to make an object known as Argentus Phlegm? You don't know what it is. You know how to make an object called the Shell of Runekeeping? You don't know what it does. And you know how to make a Transmuter's Stone, but it requires something called Arcane Quicksilver, and you don't know what that is. There are ways to divine that, not through magic, I guess divine is probably a bad word to use, There are ways to kind of figure that out. It is quite obvious. I guess not quite obvious. It is possible to determine what ingredients go into what particular object if you think about the end result. And there are some books that might assist you in this that are kind of littered about the chamber as you're kind of going through and looking through everything here.
I want to help, but it makes no sense for ravaging.
Mm.
So
You can just look at funny diamond dust and be like, that can go there, you know, that kind of thing. I think there's ways that you can still participate for certain.
Can I try finding a book that could have something like about arcane quicksilver in it, or like ingredients?
Make an investigation check.
The fuck is Argentus phlegm?
Okay, that like. Okay, I have to re-roll that because it rolled off the fucking thing.
18. Arcane Quicksilver. You look about, and in that book, in the main book with like all the other ingredients and such, kind of listed about, you don't know. I'll say based off of that, you do find a number of other books that talk about the application of Argentus phlegm, which is the silver composite that's listed in the things that you know how to make. Argentus phlegm is an ingredient of Arcane Quicksilver. Specifically, 1 liter of, 0.5 liters of Argentus phlegm, and some other ingredient, one other ingredient specifically, will grant you Arcane Quicksilver.
Could you transmute a person into something on this? I mean, a person's not magical, right? Or what if we just turned Guy into a block of diamonds?
I will say it has to be inanimate. I don't think... It says object. Objects aren't creatures. I'm gonna say those are different.
Yeah.
Do you think that it is?
Sorry.
Wait, do we see Claptrap?
Certainly. What do you require of me, Master Araketh? Nope, shit, Blue Man. Fuck, I already forgot.
Why did you respond to Claptrap?
I know how to utilize context clues to ensure that I know that I'm the one being referred to.
He's a smart boy.
Good boy.
Eliyahu Ali
little
granted
boy.
me with basic intelligence.
Should ask Eliyahu for that, Ravager.
Oh, shit!
I'll have you know, I can be quite useful in these scenarios.
Sorry that this
In
my
fact,
apologies.
I would guess that if we make all the 2 other recipes, that means that it'll let us make the last one.
Good work.
Thank you. Man.
Well, do you know how to make arcane quicksilver? I doubt you do, but or anything about it.
Absolutely. No, oh, so you're talking about a robot, right? Okay.
No, I'm talking to Mr. Robot. Yeah.
I was not programmed with information privy to transmutation. I am simply a servant.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look for a book on silver with the word silver in it.
Make an investigation
I'll
check.
help, because Ravager can't read.
Alright, both of you make investigation checks.
My God.
Wow.
Yuck. You find the same book that Araketh found, but nothing new. Argentus phlegm is a kind of lightish blue, super non-viscous substance. It's kind of liquid. You'll learn that. I'll give you that.
So maybe if we put some powder in it.
Thank you. Here's a concept. Claptrap over here talked about how the King of Wrought Iron might know about this diamond. Perhaps we can go find him and then visit this back later.
Right, I was thinking much of the same. As
Yeah,
a
priorities.
backup.
Certainly. Do you wish to continue on this road, or perhaps move down the other one?
Which one leads to the prison?
Technically, both of them do.
Alright, fuck it. We'll keep going on this one.
Certainly. Let us continue.
So, there is another door at the end of this hallway with a lever.
Okay.
Wait, I need to make a note to loot this place on the way back.
Alright.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna take like a. This. I'm gonna take a dagger and scrape off the runes.
Scrape off the runes? Oh,
Yeah.
of the... Yeah, be easy enough. You shave it off. Good catch. That would have gotten you on that. Alright, you guys are moving into...
I don't have a dagger. I could have used a javelin. Whatever.
Yeah, easy, in any case, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy
Okay.
enough.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll open that lever. Yank it.
Before the sight...
Before we do that, though, when are we gonna end? Because I'm really tired.
Right after the description of this room.
Okay.
Before the sight of the room even has time to register in your minds, the heat has already caused you to sweat, as coming from this passage is a flaming presence which inspires awe. Your eyes adjust, and you see stone walls ticking with clockwork, a river of liquid rock and lava flowing in two distinct streams. Before you are two bridges, one partially destroyed and a forge set up nearby. The two hardy anvils stand at attention before the magma flow, tools and quenching oil beside them. Atop the anvil, you see what, at a glance, looks like full suits of armor, but in reality, as you take a moment to inspect them, you see robotic eyes and limbs, full golems ready for assembly. In fact, looking around the chamber, you see a handful of standing, dormant golems which sit stationary in various spaces. However, by the anvil, and dominating this room, you see a massive figure, shrouded in dark, gunmetal armor. Reduced now to a skeleton, but eyes still burning with flame, is a vaguely humanoid figure which slumps against an anvil. Its jaw hanging agape, and beside him is a massive maul with intricate carvings imposed into the stone. As you guys enter this room, we will go ahead and call the session there. I will show you the map, because why not? Yeah. Golem Forge.
This was fun. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Granted, the homunculus were fucking dog shit. They were so bad.
The plus 5 to hit on them was likely a little too low, and their hit points might have been a little shallow, but they served their purpose.
They got murked.
They wasted a third in a first level spell slot.
True.
But I think can you guys actually see this map, or can you not see because your tokens aren't?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Yeah, I'll put you guys down here for scale, anyways. Just to provide. Obviously, that skeleton is not like a skeleton in terms of stat block. It's just dead. That's just where the giant skeleton is.
Well,
Oh, it's not moving.
It's not moving. It's just I had to have some sort of a representation. And I'm like, that's probably the best thing I'm gonna find. So that's not like a living, moving creature. That is the dead body of the skeleton, or of this the dead body of whatever giant figure was here. And its eyes still burn with flame. I'll read over the description again at the top of the next session, in case you guys are curious. But yeah, now we go into the first real major dungeon crawl. Big Pog. Alright. Go ahead and turn off the record.